It's no secret that gambling is a very big part of Asian culture all over Asia. I mean, just look at Macau and you can see it. I mean, it's supposedly much, much larger than that of Las Vegas. I personally do not gamble. Every time I try to play cards or poker, I get annihilated, And every time I've tried to bet money, um, like in blackjack or something, I always lose. I go to Macau because I like the history. I think it's a very unique place in the world, and the food is amazing, and it's a wonderful place to walk around. The people are very friendly. Gambling in China is illegal, but in order to satisfy the demand for gambling, when people don't have access to Macau, they will do these cross-border kind of ventures. And this is something that you're seeing a lot of Southeast Asia. You're seeing it in Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam. And there's another article that I'll do about this industry in the Philippines and how it's just exploding. But China does do crackdowns on this stuff. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rojo Reads the News. I'm your host, Paul. Today I have an article. It's sourced from the Global Times and aggregated by Panda Guides. China detains 11,500 during crackdown on cross-border gamblings. I think this this ad here is pretty funny. Say goodbye to daily shaving. Look at, she's got it on her cheekbone. China's Public Security Authority has cracked down on 257 criminal cases and arrested more than 11,500 suspects since they launched a campaign against illegal cross-border gambling on February 28th, China's Ministry of Public Security announced on Monday. That's a lot. That's a lot of arrests. 11,500 in, 5 months? That's very, very impressive. In its campaign against cross-border gambling and related crimes ranging from telecommunication fraud, money laundering, kidnapping, abduction, trafficking, and human smuggling, the ministry has destroyed 368 gambling platforms, 148 criminal groups, 187 underground banks and other financial institutions, and confiscated 229 billion yuan, or 32.4 billion US dollars. This is enormous. This is huge. That's a ton of money. And that's a lot of people involved in this. A large number of gambling suspects were put on the entry and exit blacklist, the authority said. The Ministry of Public Security closed more than 27,000 bank accounts involved in cross-border gambling and telecom or internet fraud, and worked with other regulatory authorities to investigate more than 200 employees of banks and market regulators. Wow. This is huge, guys. Among the typical cases, the ministry published some overseas casinos recruited customers to gamble in China, while others organized gambling abroad. Some also provided technical support, including financial settlement services for cross-border gambling crimes. On April 26, police in South China's Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region and Vietnamese police arrested more than 100 suspects. The suspects allegedly hired an operator to run a gambling platform remotely in Vietnam and organize gambling participants on platforms including WeChat and Alipay recharge and bank card transfers. Vietnamese police helped arrest and hand over 8 of them. Ministry of Public Security officials say cross-border gambling has seriously harmed economic security, social stability, and the country's image, leading public security authorities to insist on zero tolerance. They have urged the public to recognize the deceptive nature and serious harm of cross-border gambling, consciously resist gambling abroad through digital platforms, and constantly improve their preventive awareness and ability. The authority said it encourages reports of related crimes. It's kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, again, Macau is part of China, and it is, of course, the gambling hub of Asia. And they're not slowing down with gambling in Macau because it's a controlled environment. It's this one area, and the casinos themselves are very controlled. They have no control over online gambling or this cross-border gambling. Do you think that this is a good thing that the authorities are cracking down on this, or not? Comment below. Let me know.